Yo, everybody! Welcome back to my Tsukihime Piece of Blue Glass Moon playthrough. This is going to be part 3. And today we're going to be continuing on with the first day at the Tohno Mansion chapter of the game. Basically day 1. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. I did try to do this like the other day, but it crashed for some reason. When we got to, well, not really at a certain spot, but like it just started crashing a bit, so hopefully we don't run into that today, but let's continue on. I open the heavy door and enter the premises, passing through the stone gate. Door locks tightly behind me with a satisfying clunk. So this is like the third time I'm reading this actually. After passing through the main gate, a gently sloping path leads deeper and deeper into the forest. Surrounded by tall trees, the path gives me the impression of a tunnel. Extends due east, then, after about 40 meters, makes a hard left turn to the north. Oh wait, actually, give me 1 second, I got something I have to do. 1 second, I'll be back in 1 second. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to, do something. Got to turn something on. Let's see, extends due east, and after about 40 meters makes a hard left turn to the north. Memories come flooding back with each step. It's like they're being colored in. I know this path. I ran along it countless times. Almost there. Arriving at the corner and with my feet facing north on the left, there lies the Tohno Mansion. Yes, a big mansion, chin with a man with a chin. The Tohno Mansion, towering high, like a great wall of chalk. I let out a sigh that could be of either admiration or resignation. It hasn't changed at all. According to my father, the house was heavily renovated after the war. The basic construction, however, was inherited from my grandfather, who himself inherited it from his own grandfather. This is the castle for a powerful man, a man from a family that has been in this land for hundreds of years. For Makisa, no, for all members of the Tohno family, this mansion is a sanctuary. At the annual family reunions, there would always be a handful of adults trying to curry favor with my father so that he'd rent them out a corner of the mansion. They were all probably successful businessmen with their own mansions, yet for some reason they were obsessed with living here. They must have considered living here to be very prestigious. Really, how ridiculous. I'm not familiar with the values of the upper class, so for me, it's just a luxurious mansion. There's no turning back now, not after I've come this far. Next to the double doors, there's incongruous doorbell. I shake off my nervousness and push the doorbell. There's no familiar ding-dong sound. Heavy silence continues for several seconds. Also, I got Jolly Ranchers beside me, because why not? They're very fun. So if I choke and die on stream, well, I guess 20 years is all I live in then. Wow. They just keep on running, don't they? A long hallway. A very long hallway. Despite its heavy appearance, the door opens lightly. Wow, what a mansion. Squint at the light of the setting sun shining through the window. I prepared for this situation, but I still gulp and look around the vast lobby. Any visitor would be overwhelmed by an architectural beauty. I get the striking feeling that I've been transported to a different country in a different time. The interior of the mansion is so dated that even the atmosphere is different. So this is the Tohno residence lobby of my memories. I stand there motionless, across from the person who came to greet me, a girl in anachronistic clothes.
にも遅いものですから、お迷いになられているのではと心配していたんですよ。日が落ちてもいらっしゃらないようでしたら、こちらからお迎えに向かうところでした。
The girl wearing the kimono and apron laughed softly.
Yeah.
I'm so bewildered by this unexpected turn of events that I can't speak coherently. I'd assume that the person waiting to welcome me would have been rugged-looking butler, who had been Akiha's secretary. The girl tilts her head in gently, as if puzzled by my confused attitude.
四季様ですよね。
はい。様っていうのはその余計だけど。
ですよね。もう脅かさないでください。私また間違えてしまったのかと怖くなってしまったじゃないですか。
The girl in the apron presses her forefinger to her lips, with a warning gesture, her mother scolding her child. It would appear as if she really did worry and is now quite cross. Even so, the smile remains on her face, and she still gives off a welcoming atmosphere. Kimono and an apron. She's come to greet me and refers to me as Sama. So this girl is...
すみません。もしかしてここのお手伝いさんですか?
She simply smiles in response to my question.
さあ、お疲れでしょ。遠慮せずに上がってくださいな。秋葉様がお手すきになるまで今でおくつろぎください。
The girl starts walking as if guiding me, her every movement gentle and calm. She heads towards the corridor on the east side of the lobby next to the grand staircase. If I remember correctly, the door to the living room is just inside that hallway. Let's see. Ask for the name. Or we could just decide to obediently follow. So many funny things we could do. Guess we'll ask for the name though. I decided to stop her and ask for her name. I feel guilty just calling her maid-san.
すみません。名前を聞いていいですか? 来たばかりで今のうちの事情がよくつかめなくて。
Just got here, yeah. Okay, I don't have to read the dialogue because I about did. I call out to her. The girl in the kimono looks at me, eyes wide.
琥珀と申します。このお屋敷で遠野家のご当主様に仕えさせていただいております。
Smiling, the girl bows after her introduction. It was a gentle motion like that of a flower blooming from a bud. The girl leads me to the living room. The living room, which I haven't seen in 7 years, is so much more luxurious now that I feel as if I'm seeing it for the first time. I wonder if I've gotten used to the Arima house, or if the standards here have risen in the past 7 years. Either way, I feel like it's a stranger's home. It makes me uncomfortable. I start to look around the living room. And also, I am going to create a save. Just for the heck of making sure we don't, if we crash, we can come back pretty fast. You sure seem unusually quiet all of a sudden.
お気持ちはわかりますが、どうぞ楽にしてくださいまし。ここは四季様の家なんですから。
そうですよね。
I hurriedly sit down on the sofa. I just came back to my own house and I'm already overwhelmed by everything. It's really pathetic. The girl in the kimono moves the tea wagon located in the corner of the living room closer, brews a cup of tea and brings it to me on a tray.
どうぞ、そちですが。
ありがとうございます。
I can't help but feel embarrassed as she serves me politely, with a smile on her face. It's not because of my life at the Arima house and such. I'm just a lower middle class at heart.
秋葉様に声をおかけしてきますので、しばらくお待ちください。 そうですね。おそらく10分ほどかかりますから、それ。
いいんですか、勝手に歩き回って。
何をおっしゃいますやら。ここは四季様のお家です。勝手も何もございません。あ、いえ、でも2階はちょっと行けませんね。明葉様がいらっしゃいますから。1階でしたら
Don't go
好きにご覧くだ
upstairs.
さい。
Just feel free to look around as much as you'd like.
四季様にとっては7年ぶりのお屋敷ですもの。それでは。
Kohaku-san bows and leaves the room. So what choice we're gonna make? All of us should made a living room made by muttering reverberate even louder. Should I stay here and pass the time being too nervous? Should I walk around the house? Let's see. In the deleted episode, we did go for a little walk, and there was a super cool character, I think, but my game kept crashing, and it started with meeting him. So, what do we do? I might avoid a potential like crash, but I don't know. I really don't know. Also, I just got a texty message. Let's see. What should we choose? Choices. I think I'm feeling dangerous, so we'll go for a little walk. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, huh? I can take a good look around the house if I have that much time. I should be able to take a little walk around the east wing, where the living room is, in the first floor corridor. I stand up from the sofa. If I remember correctly, the west wing has a game room with a pool table and darts. Oh yeah. Yo, this dude gives me Bonjied vibes, and you'll see why in a second. Just as I step in the lobby, a voice calls out to me from the stairs. As I look back at the large staircase leading to the second floor. He's purple and he wears a mask, therefore Bonjude vibes. I see an all-black figure, far too strange to be real. Welcome back. A man, probably in his 30s by the sound of his voice, saunters into the lobby. The fact that he is all black is not a metaphor. For whatever reason, he's covered in black bandages. Not only on his hands, but all the way up to his face. It makes him look like a suspicious person in a mystery novel. Saiki Goto. Saiki Goto. We saw each other a few times when you were a kid. Is there a branch of the Tohno family with that name? No, more importantly, this person, how should I say it? I burned my face in an accident. Yo. Yo, sunlight is especially harsh. Yo, is he like part vampire or something? Or is he a vampire? That could be interesting.
秋葉にも煙たがられている。こればかりは仕方のないことだ。
C'est la vie. C'est la vie. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's also partly responsible for this, you know. Ah.
しかしまあ、よくも帰ってこられたものだ。君のことだよ、四季。牧久の言いつけを破って屋敷を抜け出した結果、くだらない事故に巻き込まれて脱落した。脱落。そう、脱落だ。君はご両親からの投資を投げ捨て、自らの義務を放棄した脱落者にもかかわらず、こうして屋敷に戻り、秋葉の兄として振る舞おうとしている。そんな自分が恥ずかしいと思わないのか。
Yeah. Okay, this is respond to text it. Was this series to just respond with Nani? There's obviously contempt and provocation against Saki's eyes. But there's no point in making a scene here. After all, there's no mistaking what he said.
おや、反論はないのかな。
ないですよ。義務を放棄したのは事実ですから。でも脱落者とか投資とか
Deserted an investment when talking about family.
恥ずかしいと。
家族の話だからこそ的確な言葉を選んだんだね。養育は一族の将来への投資だ。知性の人間はともかく選ばれた血筋、尊い家系において個人の自由は存在しない。自由、いや、自意識と言ってもいいな。それらは成人した後、一族を背負えるようになって初めて獲得できる権利のはずだ。君は遠野の子でありながらそれを理解していなかった。秋葉とは似ても似つかぬ三流だ。まあ一度地に落ちていながら帰ってくる高顔さだけは一流と言えなくもないよね。そうやむな式か。今のはただの客観論だ。私個人の評価じゃない。誤解させてしまったようだが、私は君の帰還に反対はしていない。どちらかというと賛成派だし、そもそも遠野家現当主の決定でもある。よそ者である私にどうこう言えることでもないだろう。
An outsider. This man isn't from the branch of our family.
佐伯家は祖父の代から遠野家とは対等の付き合いをしている。現代風に言うとビジネスパートナーというやつだ。
Business partners.
今日は商談に来ただけでね。長引いてしまったが、色良い返事をもらえて上機嫌で帰るところだったのさ。ああ、この陰気な姿でせっかくの帰郷に水を差すのも忍びない。
He's definitely a suspicious vampire. I'm calling it right now. Man with the black bandages, Saiki Goto heads towards the entrance, passing me with a crystal smile on his face. Bite my lip as I recall Saiki calling me a deserter. It was a very accurate description of my position, as mentioned, just as he said. In any case, I need to go back to the living room and calm down. Take a walk around the Tohno mansion later. I'm going to be reunited with my blood relative for the first time in 7 years. I can't face Akiha if I'm in such a frustrated mood. Excuse me. After exactly 10 minutes have elapsed, the girl returns.
四季様、何かお気に障ることでもありました？
Is there something wrong? It seems she's packed up. The fact that Saiki Goto's words have me feeling down.
いえ、なんでもないんです。ちょっと気をされているだけで。あ、お茶ありがとうございました。美味しかったです。
お上手ですね。こちらこそお褒めいただきありがとうございます。
She gives me a shy smile. This makes me feel warm as well.
と、それより本題ですね。お待たせいたしました。秋葉様のご用事がお済みになりましたので、執務室においでください。
I head upstairs via the main staircase at the center of the lobby. The office could be called the heart of the Tohno family. It was Tohno Maki's private room, was that of the family which I was not allowed to enter as a child. A room used by each successive head of the Tohno family. And my sister Akiha is waiting there for me there. Yo. Contrast the pale tones of the living room. The dominant theme of the office is red. Luxurious curtains, crimson carpet without a single stain. The air is heavy and dignified. You can't help but feel the rich history of the room. This is the office of the head of the Tohno family. Thus where Akiha sits before me was once Tohno Maki's room.
四季様をお連れしました。ご苦労様。仕事に戻っていいわよ、琥珀。はい。それでは失礼いたしますね。
She also gives me a small bow and leaves the room. The only ones left are myself and girls that I don't recognize.
お久しぶりですね、兄さん。
Sashiburi done it. With a dignified look in her eyes, the girl with long black hair says, "Word laden with meaning." My mind is completely blank. My thoughts have stopped entirely. Can't even greet her properly. I'm only capable of nodding at her words. I'm a little disappointed in how pathetic I am, but there's not much I can do about it. The Akiha before me now looks very different from the one I knew 7 years ago.
兄さん、何かこの部屋に不審な点でも？
The black-haired girl narrows her eyes slightly, as if carefully examining her suspicious visitor.
Yeah.
Damn, I got something on my eye. There we go. My mind is still trying to catch up. I can only reply with dumb words. The cogs in my brain are turning at full speed, struggling to process. The girl in front of me now is Akiha. Oh wait, the sun's still out. I don't want that in my face, really. Huh, I don't want the sun in my face. I'm kinda like Saiki Goto or whatever. She, on the other hand, seems to have had no trouble recognizing me as her brother.
話には聞いていましたが、本当に体調が不安定なんですね。時間は無駄にしますが、私からの話の前にお休みになられますか？
She addresses me. Akiha's words seem to have a certain sting to them.
いや、体調はそう悪くない。アキハがあんまりにも変わってたんで、びっくりしたというか。
7年も経てば変わります。ただでさえ私たちは成長期だったんですから。それともいつまでも以前のままだと思っていたんですか、兄さんは。
いや、それは。
I'm so overwhelmed by the pressure she's exuding that I trail off. Rather, I start to reflect on everything. I hadn't imagined that the current Akiha would be like. I hadn't thought outside of the realm of childhood memories convenient to me as her brother. Wonder how the 7 years made Akiha develop. But it's way too rude to think about this in front of her.
面目ない。正直考えが足りなかった。でも、それにしたってアキハは変わったよ。昔より格段に美人になった。
Give my honest opinion.
ありがとうございます。兄さんは以前とあまり変わってはいませんね。
Akiha coldly makes an assertion with her eyes closed. Well, I was prepared for this, but it seems that Akiha doesn't think well of me after I left the Tohno family. Okay, yeah, now we need the more light. Even if it is blinding my eyes, I still need the light. You still need light to see what is right in front of you. All poetrical like that am I today. Yes. Silence lasts a few seconds as each of us tries to get a read on the other. I can't think of a casual greeting to say to my sister with whom I reunited. Akiha is observing me as if I were a stranger, which I suppose I am to her at this point.
まあいいでしょう。体調が良いのなら話を済ませましょう。今回の移転について詳しい事情は聞いていますか？
いや、詳しい事情は何も。いいから屋敷に帰ってこいって話だけだ。親父が亡くなったことは新聞で知ったけど。
When the head of a business group passes away, it's covered in the financial columns. Even if he isn't informed by his relatives, the own son can still learn of his parents' death from news sites. News of Tohno Makisa's death was delivered to the Arima family after his funeral, as if it was none of my business.
申し訳ありません。お父様のことを兄さんに知らせなかったのはこちらの失策でした。
Akiha quietly bows her head. Smooth black hair is beautiful, but now it's not the time to be admiring it. I shouldn't have said that earlier.
そこは気にしなくていいんじゃないかな。俺が言ったって死人が生き返るわけでもないんだ。逆に親戚筋に合わなくて助かった。
Being disowned puts you in a complicated position in many ways.
そうですか。そう言っていただけると私も少しは気が楽になります。
Same goes for me, having a sister, friend goes for her. Funerals are a ritual for those who cannot forget the deceased to lay their feelings to rest. We are a father and son which ties long since severed. I can't think of a single reason to say goodbye to Tohno Makisa. I have neither the right nor the duty to see him off.
でも、そうなると誰が俺を呼び戻したんだ？親父の遺言ってわけでもないんだろ。
兄さんをこちらに呼び戻したのは私の決定です。いつまでもトーノの長男が 有馬の家に預けられているのはおかしいでしょ。どんな欠陥があろうとあなたはトーノの人間なのです。
You're still a Tohno. You're still a toenail. Yes. Come to accept that the word defect is natural. I did it too often for my father. I don't feel any dissatisfaction or animosity towards being told this now. Assessment is absolutely correct.
お父様、トーノマキヒサが亡くなった以上、トーノの血筋は私と兄さんだけです。血は守られなければいけません。お父様がどのような考えで兄さんを有馬の家に預けたかは知りませんが、理由が定かではない以上、当の指揮をこちらで監督するのは家族として当然のことでしょ。
These words are calm and compelling, as if she's declaring in advance that she won't listen to any of my complaints or protests.
監督するか。じゃあもしトーノの家に帰ることを拒否してたらどうなっていたんだ。
そんな自由はあなたにはありません。有馬の人間にも本家からの決定を拒む権利はありません。私のお兄さん、遠野家に育てられたものです。少なくとも成人し、社会的に自立するまでは、あなたは遠野家に隷属する義務があります。
That's what Makisa said too. Parents have the responsibility to raise their children, send them off as members of society. Family is no more than the smallest subdivision that makes up a nation. Ah, yes. And as a company, you mustn't ship defective products. To do so not only damages the name of the family, but also lowers the quality of the whole country. Those who cannot take on that responsibility are not qualified to be parents, and children who cannot live up to that responsibility have no reason to be part of a family. Yeah, and that's why you got population decline in Japan, kind of. Tohno told this to me and Akiha many times, as if he was persuading himself over and over again.
親父の口癖だったな。
Okay, I need to turn the light on because my VTuber is gonna get a little bit wacky. Viewed. He's going crazy right now. What the heck? Just gotta put my blankie back on. Get all nice and snuggly, you know. Yes. So you call me back as simply wasn't consideration for her brother. Was disowned by their father.
どのような経緯であれ、あなたが遠野家の長男だからです。それ以外に理由があるとでも。
As the head of the Tohno family, she's just cleaning up a matter that she had left unattended.
理解していただけて何よりです。言うまでもありませんが、私の発言は遠野家当主のものとして受け取ってください。戸籍上ではあなたは私の兄ですが、この家における上下関係はまた兄さん、私はあなたを兄として尊重しますが、同時にこの家を預かる者としてあなたを遠野家の財産として扱います。
Property of the Tohno family.
7年前のことは忘れて、私たちは当主とその家人であることを肝に銘じてくださいますよ。
Akiha's voice is indifferent. Prideful decision made from above. I truly felt that it was cold-hearted, but
それはそれでわかりやすい。はっきり言ってくれた方が俺もすっきりする。
this is the natural outcome. It's nothing to be upset about.
私の言葉を理解していますか？私は兄さんより上の立場でそれを承諾しろと一方的に宣言したつもりですけど。
分かってるし文句はないよ。だってどう考えてもこの扱いになるだろう、今の俺は。むしろ7年間好き放題に生きてきた俺に妹としてきちんと礼を取ってくれる明葉に感謝してる。けど明葉の考えは別にして親戚の連中がよく納得したな。俺は
そうですね。ですが今の当主は私です。
I reject all of their opinions.
親戚の方たちの信
Yes.
頼を全て却下しました。この件に関して意見を挟むということは私にひいては遠野に逆らうことだと明言しましたから。
My eyes widened involuntarily. Himakisa couldn't reject the branch families, but for Akiha to persuade all of them no, maybe she argued them down. Well, she has grown up well in appearance, but I wonder how much she has grown up inside as well. The family register says I'm older brother. I'm a little scared of my sister's rapid development.
兄さん、ぼーっとしたお顔をされていますが、何か。
ああ、いや、感心したというか感動したというか。
当たり前です。そうでもなければ兄さんを呼び戻せないでしょう。話を戻します。兄さんには今日からここで暮らしていただきますが、ここにはここの規律があります。今までのような無作法は避けていただきますから。
Oh, misbehaving. Too bad. I like misbehaving. Maybe. I don't know.
そりゃ無理だよ、秋葉。今さら俺がお行儀いい人間に戻れるわけないし、戻ろうって気もないんだから。
いえ、何があろうと
No, you will no matter what. Yeah, what Akiha says is law.
子供じゃあるまいし、試す前から泣き言は結構です。
Uh-huh.
それとも私にできたことが兄さんにはできないとおっしゃるのですか？
She shoots me a cold glance. Or rather, her gaze is more like a piercing spear. There's no doubt about it. I'm now being mercilessly bombarded with the animosity that has piled up during these last 7 years.
分かった。できるだけ努力はしてみる。
努力はするですか。都合のいい返答ですね。努力をすれば誰であれ報われるとでも。私が求めているのは結果だけですので、そのつもりで。
Completely dumbfounded by the lack of even an ounce of kindness.
いいです。兄さんは今まで自由気ままに暮らしていたんですから、すぐに生活を正せとは言いません。最短で1週間、最長で1ヶ月の猶予を差し上げますので、どうぞ死ぬ気で努力してください。
I hold back the thought that this seems more like a suspended sentence than being let off the hook. Like he is making a compromise in her own way, I'm sure.
ですね、そこまで無茶な話ではありませんから。現在、屋敷には兄さんと私しか住んでいません。うるさ型の親戚筋がいては兄さんも落ち着けないでしょうし、私も煩わしいので人払いは済ませました。
Wait a minute, you don't mean...
屋敷に居候してる親戚全員を追い出したのか。
ええ、どうぞお気になさらず。家と財産を失いながら何の努力もせず、お父様の温情にすがっていただけの方々です。遅かれ早かれ屋敷から出て行ってもらう予定でした。あ、使用人たちも大部分に暇を出しましたが、私と兄さん付きのものは残しましたので問題はありません。
いや、問題ないってありすぎるだろ。そんな勝手をしまくったら次の親戚会議でやり玉にあげられるぞ。
Pushing at the next family reunion.
もうつべこべ言わないでください。
Stop blathering on so
兄
much.
さんだって屋敷の中に人があふれ返っているより、私たちしかいない方が気持ちは楽でしょ。
Well, it really does make me feel better.
いや、でもだな、本当にそれでいいのか。親父だって親戚の意見には逆らわなかったのに、そんな暴君みたいなわがままを通しちまって。
そうですね。だからお父様は兄さんを有馬の家に預けたんです。けれど私、子供の頃からあの人たちが大嫌いでしたから。これ以上どうでもいい彼らの小言を聞くのはごめんです。
Exactly. Akiha kinda
ごめんですって。
is fed up.
ああ、もういいから、私なんかの心配は結構です。そんなことより兄さんはこれからのご自分の生活を案じてください。いろいろ大変なことになるって目に見えているんだから。
Akiha said unpleasantly, forcing the discussion to a close.
状況はご理解いただけたとは思いますが、兄さんはまだ有馬での暮らしが抜けきれていない様子。ま、それもいいでしょう。そのための使用人です。この先わからないことがあったらこの子に言いつけて。翡翠。
Without turning around, Akiha calls out to the girl who has been waiting in the corner of the room. Hisui. Behold, Hisui steps forward and bows in my direction. It's an expressionless but polite bow, the embodiment of sincerity.
この子は翡翠、うちの使用人です。これから兄さん付きの次女にしますが、よろしいですね。
Wait, what? Servant?
次女ってつまりその。
わかりやすく言うと召使いということです。
I can't believe it. The girl in the maid uniform looks the same age as Akiha, and her face is devoid of expression in a manner that seems almost natural for
ちょ
her.
っと待ってくれ。召使いとか大げさすぎないか。自分のことぐらい自分で面倒を見れるっていうか。
食事の支度や洗濯もですか。
Akiha mercilessly points out my shortcomings.
ともかくこの屋敷に戻ってきた以上、私の指示には従ってもらいます。有馬の家ではどう暮らしていたかは知りませんが、これからの兄さんは遠野家で暮らす遠野家の長男なんです。相応の待遇は義務として受け入れてください。
Cast a glance over the girl in the maid's uniform. Isu is still expressionless, just staring back at me like a doll.
それじゃあ翡翠、兄さんを部屋に案内してあげて。この人は右も左もわからない子猫と変わらないようですから、この広い屋敷でいきなり迷子にならないようにね。かしこまりました、秋葉様。
After bowing to Akiha, Hisui quietly comes towards me. She's staring straight at me, but I look all over the place so that our eyes don't meet. Her pace is gentle, but not slow, indicating that she has been a servant for a long time.
あ、それと兄さん、長男といえど、この屋敷では禁止された事柄、立ち入ってはいけない場所があります。それを犯したりすることのないように。翡翠には兄さんのお守りも命じてありますから、翡翠の進言にはできる限り耳を傾けてください。
それお守りじゃなくて監視役って言わないか。
兄さんが規則正しい生活をしてくだされば、翡翠もそんな役割から解放されます。それではまた夕食の席で。
The dinner table. Seems Akiha has a packed schedule and doesn't want to waste any more time.
お部屋にご案内いたします、四季様。
Ooh, I like Hisui's voice. It's very good. Ignoring my confusion, Hisui heads for the door. Sighing, I leave the office as well. I head out onto the second floor lobby. Tohno residence is divided into an east wing and a west wing with the lobby at its center. If I were to give an analogy, it would be like a bird with its wings speared. The lobby is the body of the bird, and the east and the west parts are like wings. Well, yeah, because they're called wings. One wing is about the size of a small clinic. It's symmetrical, and I seem to recall that the east and west wings have the same number of rooms.
四季様のお部屋はこちらです。
Hisui doesn't head for the stairs, but a corridor that leads from the lobby towards the west wing. Looks like my room is on the second floor. The sun has already set outside. A blue carpet stretches across the corridor. The white walls are reminiscent of castle ramparts. Down this endless corridor of warm orange lights walks a girl in a maid uniform.
なんかおとぎの国みたいだ。
My thoughts couldn't help but spill out of my mouth.
四季様、何かご質問でも。
いや、ただの独り言だから気にしないでくれ。
Hisui looks at me, bows, and continues walking. I'm speechless. I wonder how many times I've been left at a loss for words since I arrived here. The floor is made of teak, which is considered a high-grade wood. Yo, high-grade wood? Let's go. That's what I like to see. The ceiling's gotta be at least 3 meters high. Yo, those are good ceilings right there. I think I can see a private sunroom over in the back. Yo, private sunroom? I'm down for that, dude. An actual sunroom, nice open windows. You know, I totally like that. This is very good. I would have something very similar if I designed my own house. The room that Hisui leads me to isn't the sort of room a high school student would usually live in, but not by any stretch of the imagination.
俺の部屋ってここ。
はい。ご不満がおありのようでしたら違うお部屋をご用意させていただきますが。
いや、不満なんてあるわけないけど、その。
I think it's a bit too good for me.
四季様。
いいんだ。なんでもない。喜んでこの部屋を使わせてもらうよ。
はい。お部屋は
I mean, it's not been
7
altered in 7
年前から
years, so
手
I
を加えていませんので
believe it should be
不自由はないと思い
suited
ます
to your needs. Wait, in other
ちょっといい
words,
かな。ここ7年前は俺の部屋だったとか。
そう伺っておりますが、違うのですか？
Hisu tilts her head faintly. I'm glad. It seems like she can at least show some emotion.
まあ言われてみれば確かに。少しは覚えがあるし、きっとそうだったんだろう。
This room doesn't feel familiar at all, but maybe that's what happens when you've been away for 7 years.
けどやっぱり落ち着かないな。今朝まで4畳半の部屋で暮らしてたからさ、高級ホテルに泊まりに来たみたいだ。
お気持ちはわかりますが、どうかお慣れください。四季様は今日から遠野家のご長男なのですから。
まあそうだね。せめて外見ぐらいは笑われないように頑張ってみるよ。
Put my bag on the desk and straighten my back. It's going to be nerve-wracking, but I'll just have to get used to it. I need to be able to relax in this room, if nowhere else.
それと昨夜のうちに届いたお荷物はすべて運び込みましたが、問題はありませんか？
いや別にないけど。あ、なんか持ち込んじゃいけないものでもあったとか。
いえ、お荷物が少なすぎるようですから、必要なものがあればご用意いたしますので。どう？
そっか。いや、とりあえず足りないものはないよ。もともと荷物は少ないんだ。自分の荷物って言ったら、そのカバンとこのメガネと。
Inside my bag is just my textbooks. Other than that, there's the white ribbon I've been holding on to for a long time now, but that's about
と
it.
もかく荷物のことは気にしないでいい。
That white ribbon is kind of important, but we'll kind of find that out later in the
こんな
far
立
side
派な部屋
routes.
だけで十分だ。
かしこまりました。では1時間後にお呼びに参ります。
1時間後ってもしかして夕食？
はい。それまでどうぞおくつろぎください。
I'm just texting real quick. As expected, she says expressionlessly. But how do I pass the time here? It's only 6 o'clock in the evening. Normally I would be in the living room watching TV or using my phone, but I seriously doubt that this house is a casual gathering
きつ
space.
い。つまらないことを聞くけどさ。この屋敷にテレビとか。
Wi-Fi! Yo, they're updating it to Wi-Fi.
テレビと通信回線。
Wi-Fi? What is Wi-Fi? She narrows her eyes faintly. Yo, I'm forgetting to get like screen grabs also. I might do this one then. I might screen grab this, to be honest. I might screen grab this, to be honest. Well, I mean, oh, actually, never mind. I won't screen grab it yet. Seems wrong to ask. I'll find another place. Seems wrong to ask whether there's a basic modern entertainment in such a luxurious Western-style building.
今にはありません。西館には娯楽室がありますが、こちらは鍵がかけられています。
Entertainment room. That's
先日まで
locked.
逗留なされていた皆様は私物を持ち込まれていましたが、出
There's
立される
nothing
時に荷物を
left.
持ち
Not even an eggs box?
残っては
秋葉の追い出し
Really?
闘竜って誰がどのくらいしてたんだ？
久我峰様のご長男とそのご家族の皆様が1階に士官の3部屋を
Just, I'm texting again. Again, yes.
東崎様のご三女とその婚約者の方が2階に士官の角部屋を
No, second
岸
floor.
間様のご長男が1階東館の1部屋を皆様
They all lived there for about 3 years.
あとは確か先代である牧久様の主治医様が屋敷に投留されていた
Family
と聞いてい
doctor.
ます。
3年か。なあ翡翠、そういうのって闘竜って言うんじゃなくて居候って言うんじゃないか。
She doesn't reply. Seems that no matter what kind of people are staying here, as a servant, she can't give her personal opinion. Anyway, it seems like the people who were staying here have moved out with their belongings. In that case, I'd better not expect that they left any souvenirs behind. It's unlikely that Makisa, who is prejudiced against vulgar things like modern entertainment, would have allowed people to watch TV and browse the internet freely. Same goes for Akiha, who is disciplined by him. Yo, they could play the visual novel Tsukihime though. You don't, yeah. That's what the internet is used for. And also pirating games, apparently. Just kidding. Never mind. I have purchased Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon. I definitely have. And I have my phone anyway. I take it out of my pocket and check the time and reception. As a matter of fact, there's still signal here. It's only one bar, but I'm relieved to still have the internet as a lifeline. For some reason, I had felt it would be natural for there to be no service in such an unrealistic mansion. Kisu has remained silent this entire time. The epitome of a servant, she does not say anything except what is necessary or what is asked of her. Someone not used to having a maid, feel uncomfortable with her acting like this. I'd like to somehow make her laugh, but it seems like it'd be difficult to do so with a half-hearted effort.
確か1階の西館の方に書庫があったっけ。
This is a library in the west wing, the first floor, right?
暇な時はそこから何か見繕うことにするよ。
She doesn't reply. Yo, I could actually use this as my... I might, actually. I'm gonna screen cap this. Screen cap. Because I am highly thinking about using this as my thumbnail. But time will tell. You guys will see at the end, I guess. Her gaze, which is fixed on me, shifts slightly, as if she's staring into empty space above, like a cat. Risu doesn't say anything. And then suddenly she looks straight back at me.
姉さんの部屋にならあると思います。
I think it's in Nissan's room. Raise my voice abruptly. Well, I mean,
で
it's...
すからテレビです。以前姉さんの部屋で見かけた記憶がありますから。
She says as if recalling the events of a few years
よ
ago.
かった。ここでもそれぐらいはあるんだ。ってちょっと待って。
Wait a minute.
姉さんって
When you say Nissan, do you
小松さんの
mean
こと
Kohaku? Yes, she does mean
Hi.
Kohaku.
現在このお屋敷で働かせていただいているものは私と姉さんの二人きりです。
When I think about it, they look very much alike. Compared to the girl in the kimono who is smiling the whole time, the girl in the main uniform is so expressionless that I didn't even make the connection that the two were
そっ
sisters.
か。あの人なら確かにバラエティ番組を見てそうなキャラクターだ。
However, I don't feel comfortable going into a room and asking to let me watch TV.
ごめん。この話はなかったことにしてくれ。これからここで暮らすんだから、屋敷のルールには従わなくっちゃいけないしね。
Besides, I can't imagine what kind of sarcastic remarks Akiha would make if I were to leisurely watch TV on the day I came back. He'll become a hardworking student, as expected of a member of the Tohno
夕
family.
食まで部屋にいるから、時間になったら呼びに来てくれ。翡翠だって他にやることはあるだろ。
She nods in affirmation and puts her hand on the doorknob. The door swings open with a faint creak. She bows, then quietly leaves the room. Ah, yes. A fancy dinner we have here today. Nice green chairs with also a floral on the table. Candlelit as always with faint lighting from the above ceiling lights, as well as a mirror in the far back. Interesting. I sit face to face with Akiha at the dinner table. Used and Kohaku are fully focused on serving us. The master and their servants cannot sit at the same table. This may be obvious, but as someone used to living with the Arimas, where the entire family ate together, or on the same table, I find the setup a little uncomfortable. Yo, Jakin, welcome to the stream. We're playing Blue Glass Moon. Because, why not? Very fun. In addition, I've been letting my table manners atrophy. Humans are experts on optimization and relegate unused memories to the corner of the mind. Naturally, table manners were only one of the first things to go. Blue Glass Moon, sheesh. I know, dude, it's so good. It's so, like, the pacing is very nice. It's like nice and relaxed, I guess. I'm so glad that I don't have to actually read the dialogue now. Pretty much all I'm reading is like the description word stuff. It flows very nicely. I don't have to say too much, you know. And then we've already met like several new characters, which is pretty cool. And it's taking me a good bit to get through this game, I guess. So we're gonna segment it up quite a bit. But yeah, we're only on day 1 still, which is pretty fun. But yeah, like the CG is really good. Sadly, you can't like put character CG, or like the CG is mostly backgrounds, I've noticed right now. Like I don't know if there's a separate area for putting characters on the backgrounds or whatever, or the ones with the characters, but like yeah. I'm just chilling before I go out. Yeah, to party. Wait, or is that Friday? Or Thursday, either one. I don't know. Yeah. Should be fun, should be fun. Let's see. And then it's tonight, okay. We'll have fun. Definitely is very fun to hang out with friends and do mischievous things. Dinner ends without any conversation. I was so busy trying to remember my table manners that I didn't have time for any conversation. Yo, are they not gonna do are they not gonna talk about the point where he's clanking his utensils together? How was your screenwriting class? It's actually pretty interesting because it's not as much in terms of like fine detail as I would say. Honestly, I could kind of compare it to like you're going for more of a, I guess, visual novel kind of writing is how I could say that. Because like you do have visual stuff, but you have to still get like, oh, where people go, what people do kind of stuff. Pretty interesting. It's a few years till the next one. Take your time a little. Yeah, dude, I am. I think the Far Side route game, it'll probably be like 2024 maybe when they release that, I'd say. Because next year I think they want it to be like the year of Mahotsukai. And then after that, where'd the internet go? Okay, we're reconnected. Sheesh, my internet just dropped. Whoa, what a good time. What a good time. Let's see, something I forgot. Yeah, I'm thinking the Far Side game is gonna come out in like 2024 early. Or the end of 2023 maybe. Depends on how far along they are making it. Dorm Wi-Fi. Exactly. It's super sus. Hisui and Kohaku-san finished cleaning up the dishes and immediately afterwards. Seems that though re-education is necessary. Devil's words, mercilessly and content and chilling in tone, reverberate across the dining room. I knew it. So that's what she was thinking while eating, with her shepherdly eyebrows twitching.
まずは生活習慣の改善。夜間の外出は当然禁止です。門限は8時とします。
Curfew is set to 8 o'clock.
どのような理由であれ、外出の時は私か琥珀、翡翠の許可を取る。
Yo, welcome back. I am streaming game. Okay. Cool. 8 o'clock curfew in this day and age.
待て待て。
休日の学習スケジュールはこちらで立てておきます。報告によると、兄さんの成績は中の中だそうですね。まったく。相変わらず効率よく手を抜くのだけは得意なようで。
とんでもない。俺はいつだって全力だ。
ですが、この屋敷にいる間は本気を出していただきますから、そのつもりで。兄さんはやればできる人なんですから、お体のことを考慮しても学年3位以内は当然でしょ。
My sister's overestimation stings, and the thoroughness she used when researching my grades is frightening.
他の習い事はもう少し落ち着いてからにしましょうか。それでは兄さん、本題のあれを出してください。
Take out that thing. Huh? What thing is she talking about?
あれといえばあれです。
That thing?
あるでしょう。兄さんのズボンにも若者の象徴のような汚らわしいあれが。
In your pants. What the? The thing is the symbol of your
それを隠
youth.
さずに出しなさいと言っているのです。
いや、ますますわからない。
I'm more confused than before.
こ
Exactly.
れが上流階級のすることか。一般市民を何だと思ってるんだ、お前は。
ですから 携帯端末を出してください。兄さんだって持っているんでしょ。
That was actually pretty solid jokey right there.
なるほ
I take out the phone, and it's just right, dude. Shiki is like full on ready there to like yell at Akiha and straight up like run out of the room. That's what I think is so crazy about Shiki. And then the next second we're right back into the calm music, and then he's like, "Oh sure, yeah, I'll do it, whatever." When I put it on the dining table, he silently collects it and hands it to Akiha.
これは没収します。当家ではこの手の電子機器は禁止です。健全な学生には不要なものですから。電話ならロビーの備え付けのものを使うように。
A lobby
調べ
phone.
物がしたいのでしたら図書室をどうぞ。
And in the conversation, Akiha walks out of the dining room. I'm standing here in shock for the umpteenth time today, and this is the biggest one yet. Honestly, losing your phone isn't too bad. I wouldn't mind. I honestly actually wouldn't mind. Yeah, I've got... I'm not even the type to be on his phone at all the time. Exactly. Me and Shiki, bro, I'm so like Shiki Tohno, it's uncanny. Dude, I actually could make a Shiki Tohno avatar. That'd be funny. I might do that next. It'd take a while, but I might do that tonight. I don't think I will though. Once again, I shudder at the strictness of the Tohno family. I can't believe that in the age of the internet, my family that provides mobile phones still exists. Well, yeah. Honestly, like, computers are better than mobile phones anyway. Yo, after dinner I returned to my room. It's now 9:30. Spent a full 2 hours in the dining room.
お帰りなさいませ。四季様。ご指示はありませんでしたが、就寝の支度をさせていただきました。
She says. Hisu was quietly making the bed in my room. It was like she returned slightly before me to get things ready.
ありがとう。
寝巻きはそちらのものをお使いください。着ていらしたお洋服はそちらのカゴに入れ、廊下に出しておいてくだされば助かります。
Woven wicker basket is placed in the foot of the bed. Yo, it's not there. Look at that. There's no wicker basket at the foot of the bed. My immersion, it's gone. Yo, that wicker basket better show up right there. Otherwise, I'm about to give this like a 1-star rating, a 1 out of 0. This feels more and more like being at a luxury hotel.
何かご質問はございますか?
Hisui asks with a deadpan look on her face. I have lots of questions, but I don't know anything about Hisui and Kohaku-san at all.
あまり関係ない話なんだけど、いいかい？
はい、何でしょう。
翡翠と琥珀さんがここでどんな仕事をしてるのか知りたいんだけど、どうかな？
私が四季様付きで、姉の琥珀は秋葉お嬢様のお世話をさせていただいております。お二人が留守の間は屋敷の管理を任されていますが。
お世話って、
Okay.
やっぱりそういうことか。
I slumped my shoulders in disappointment. Akiha said it as if it was obvious, but I'm just an ordinary high school student. I think a girl around my own age look after me isn't to my taste right now.
四季様付きってことは、俺専用の使用人ってこと？
はい。何なりと申し付けてください。
Hisui bows deeply. I feel a sharp pain in my chest, brought on by my own selfish
わ
guilt.
かった。秋葉のあの言いぶりじゃ、俺を一人にはしないだろうし、そもそも俺の気持ちの問題で君を解雇させるのは良くはないと思う。ありがたくお世話になるけど。
何か特別なご要望でもあるのですか？
そんな大それたことじゃなくて、その四季様っていうのはちょっと俺はそんな柄じゃないし、正直に白状すると分不相応すぎて 首根っこを掴まれた気分になる。
ですが、四季様は私の
But
主
you
人
are
です。
my master.
そうは言うけど、俺は今日まで普通に生きてきた身なんだ。帰ってきただけなのに、同い年ぐらいの子に様付けで呼ばれる生活とか、ちょっと難しい。
I see, he replies
俺のこと
unenthusiastically.
は、遠野さんとか四季さんでいいよ。堅苦しいのはなしにしたいんだ。こっちも君を翡翠さんって呼ぶからさ。
Sweet lowers her eyebrows expressionlessly and bites her lips hard. Oh man. Wanted to make it easier for her, but it didn't work. I've only made things more difficult.
ですが、あなたは私の雇い主ですから。
俺が雇ってるわけじゃないだろ。
失礼ながら、それは同じことです、四季様。私どもは遠野家に仕える者。ご当主様もご親族の方も、共に尊ぶべき主であることに変わりはありません。
You're a master, Tohno Shiki. Now fight for the Holy Grail. Yes, do it.
どうか私のことは翡翠とだけお呼びください。お使いする方に継承で呼ばれる使用人の心境を察していただければ幸いです。
Can't argue with her words when she says it like that. From a servant's point of view, what she just said makes complete sense.
俺にできないことをやってくれるんだから、ありがたがるのはこっちなんだけど。
Only be causing her more trouble if I keep insisting. For now, I'll express my intentions as best I
呼び
can.
方、翡翠でいいんだね。
はい。何としてもそのように。
No matter what. That was a sharper response from Hisui than I had
わか
expected.
った。じゃあそのように。でも、俺に対してあんまり堅苦しいのはなしにしてほしい。お姉さん。
はい。四季様がそうおっしゃるのなら。
Hisui bows her head. Alright. We have a long way to go before we can have a frank conversation. Hisui bows and leaves the room. Yo, sleepy! As soon as I'm left alone, my fatigue hits me all at once. Too much has happened since this morning. My body is in desperate need of sleep. Turn off the lights and lie down on the bed. A narcotic desire to sleep. My exhausted body drains the vitality from my limbs, forcing me to fall asleep. Keep my eyelids open to resist the temptation, but it's futile. No matter how much I don't want to sleep, I will eventually fall asleep. That's how the human body works. In between wakefulness and sleep, I gaze at the ceiling in a daze. Coming home for the first time in 7 years. Seeing my family for the first time in 7 years. I almost feel as though it's someone else's home.
でも、帰ってきたんだろう、お前は。
I monologue in order to accept that fact. My consciousness sinks to the depths from which there is no turning back. Mansion on a hill, the bustle of the city does not reach. An isolated island surrounded by tall trees. The moment I close my eyes, I finally come to realize that it feels just like being in a prison. Because it is a prison! The Tohno family is just a big old prison. Suddenly, I wake up. Without anyone waking me up. Without hearing anything. Seemingly without any reason. Also, I am going to do a quick save here. Wonder when was the last time I woke up in the middle of the night. Okay, there we go. Because I just don't want to have, like, it crash. I feel like I've forgotten something, so I sit up restlessly. It's an uneasy feeling in my chest, so I leave the room to see if anything's going on. I'm thirsty, so I go down the hallway in search of water. Yo, this is spooky. A long moonlit corridor. Sounds of the night after the residents have all fallen asleep. How nostalgic. I'm sure I've walked down a path like this before. Wandering in a daze and paying no heed to my surroundings, I begin to climb the stairs. Is there a third floor? It's a blind spot in the mansion. Staircase not only connects the first floor to the second, but on the other side there's a secret passage that leads to the attic. It has long since been forgotten even by the residents. The mansion's attic, once used as a storehouse, hasn't been accessed by anyone for several years. Despite only being October, tonight is as cold as the middle of winter. Search through the luggage for a blanket. The old cabinet catches my attention, so I open a worn-out drawer and look inside. Yo, what does Shiki doing? There's nothing but small insignificant things inside. Contents of the open drawer rattle about. I feel disappointed as if I had opened a treasure chest only to find a few pebbles scattered inside. There are badges, accessories, binoculars, and other miscellaneous items collected by children lying around. Among them lies one item that clearly stands apart from the others. It's a dirty bandage stored in transparent plastic. Dirty bandage? It's neatly rolled up, but too old to be of any use. There's nothing here. Yo, why is the bandage there? Closing the drawer, I decide to go back to my room. Yo. Is that sweat? On my way out. No apparent reason, I noticed that my cheeks are wet. Maybe there was a time when I used this place as a kid. Save progress. Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Day that wasn't. We're on the second scene. Okay, well, that's gonna be the end of this video then. And we'll start next time with day 2. Yeah, okay, we're gonna start with that dream, I guess, but let's see, back to the, check out the flow chart real quick. So, we chose that, but that seems to end the same place. So both these decisions, maybe, or I don't know how that works exactly, but we chose the second one. This shows all the choices that we can make. Yeah. Wait, there was 2 choices right here. Oh, so yeah, there's 2 ways that could have gone at the morning right there. But we didn't have anything to connect to them, so it just skipped over both of those. And just went straight to the mansion. Yeah. Day that wasn't. I don't know if that's exactly the second chapter's name. I'm pretty sure it is. That's cool. I'm gonna check out the CG though, so hopefully we got more. Also, I do love the like white Sakura stuff right there. have there's 3 main endings. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Do do do. Da 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 da. Yo, that's the outside of the mansion. That's the gazebo thing. I've noticed that because I am starting to see a bit of Akiha route stuff just from the Tsukihime anime TV show. Because they combined like kind of all the routes into one. But it went with Arcueid's true ending, which is kind of weird. Honestly, I think it actually kind of works for Tsukihime anime. However, you can keep it a little bit more mysterious and have most of that stuff be like far side hints that get dropped, I'd say. Or you could have like the far side stuff as like OVAs or something. Or like short movies. I don't know. Depends on how Ufotable's gonna do it, actually. I don't know how they would do it, but I would like a nice mansion picture background, but where is that? The thing is, I don't think we've seen this yet, but it's like unlocked. This one is the nighttime, maybe. Yeah, that's at night, that's nighttime. The attic. There's the mansion. Yeah, and you've got these nice backgrounds. Very nice. I'm still not sure what the significance of that's gonna be, but it probably is gonna end up being kind of significant. That's it at dusk. Dude, the lighting change though actually looks really good. Like, fuck. Yeah, like the lighting changes. That's odd though, how like how you can like see inside of that, but I guess that's not really the back of the mansion, that's like further into the mansion. That's strange. There's dusk. Dusk time, and that's night. Dude, it's just so immersive. It's just really immersive, actually. Dude, I just love how immersive it is. I just really love how immersive it is. Like, it's actually like, and then they're all in their seats. Dude, I love this game already. Super good. It's super good. It's just way too good. We've got a lot of tracks right here also. This is like my favorite. That's like one of my favorite soundtracks. Moonlight-ry. Shell's theme. It's lunchtime. Quiet Tohno Mansion. It's actually pretty good. Like, there's a lot of soundtrack right here, which is super nice. It's just so immersive. There's a lot of good sounds. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the day 1 of Arcueid route. This is part 2, and I'll see you guys in part 4 of my playthrough, but day 2. So yeah, hope